your opportunities are lessening. So make sure you make the most of it. And you want to walk out with a good taste in your mouth about not having regret. We talked about that a few days in practice, about leaving everything out there. I know you guys will. Okay, expect a battle from them. They're coming after you. Okay, and we got to match that intensity and exceed it. Focused energy. So, allow your mind to have fun. We have it here. Lots of high fives, finger pointing, chest bumps, and smiles. I want you to do that, but also to have focused energy to go out there and leave everything you have and don't walk. Man, only if. Okay, only if I did this. No, walk out of here saying, I did it. We did it.
Family on 6, 1, 2, 3. Charge by 6.
Let's play Charger basketball.
If you could go back and talk to your freshman self, what would you tell him?
It goes fast. Don't take a practice or a sprint or even the bad things that we don't necessarily like on the basketball team for granted.
I would say don't ever give up because you can mature a lot in 4 years. And know you can find yourself as one of the better players the rest of the year.
What does it mean to you guys to be a Charger?
To have other people, want to be and wish they were in your position, it humbles you, but it means a lot.
Everything, it's like what we dreamed of since we were little. Now we're here.
From a young age, you've always been wanting to get to the varsity stage, and when you finally here, it's totally worth it.
The first time you ran through them doors, did it live up to the expectation?
And more.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What was cool about it?
That's what wasn't cool about it.
The kids lined up.
Everyone
That's
lined
probably
up.
my favorite part. So
Yeah,
that's
the
my
roars,
favorite part.
yeah, the volume.
My favorite part's the little kids that line up around that.
Oh yeah, that doesn't get old.
What's it like being the role model to all the little kids that come out onto the floor every Friday night?
It's awesome. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that's like the best feeling ever, having all those little kids look up to you.
It's sweet. That's what we've always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We used to be those little kids, and now it's us.
Give me a word to describe Coach Schimmel, or a phrase.
Persistent.
Determined.
Energetic.
Enthusiastic.
Unselfish.
Excited.
Fun.
They took all the good ones.
One phrase.
Brothers is there's just so many good aspects of him. He cares about you, just not on the court.
Genuine.
It's genuine. If there's something going wrong, he might be like, I'll leave it for after practice. He'll talk to you, and he'll actually cares on doing this for a show.
Passionate, valuable.
Give me a word or phrase that describes Coach Hobman.
Loving, composed,
Caring.
Wise.
Understanding. All the way.
He's a father figure.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that.
Soft.
He'll pull you aside
Soft
during
and like
practice.
a guy would.
He's good at what he
Helps
does. He's good at what he does. When you're getting chewed out or yelled at something, you know you just feel stupid. He'll pull you to the side and he'll explain what happened and he'll make you laugh. He'll be like,
What about Coach Tone?
He's like a brother.
Do any brother.
Yeah. So you got the whole family represented.
Yeah, we pretty much do have the whole family represented.
Cool.
And a nice tan, right?
Right.
smart.
High basketball.
Offensive minded.
That's true.
Got a lot of good advice.
Hey, thanks, coaches. Thanks for always being there for us. Coach Ty, thanks for coming early in the mornings, get shots up with me if I texted you or anything. Thanks for that. Coach Hobb, thanks for being there for us. Always willing to help. Nice, kind words. Tone, thanks a lot. You're my uncle. Thanks for doing everything for me. You're always there for me.
I'd like to take this time to do something that maybe we don't do near enough, but thank to all the coaching staff, Coach Hobman, Coach Tone, Coach Schimmel, for all the hours they put in to help us grow as basketball players and allowing us to play the game that we love while having fun and working hard. We thank them for helping us grow as basketball players, but not only that, but helping us grow as young Christian men.
Thank you, coaches. Thank you, Coach Schimmel, especially for all the scouting that you do, all that unseen work. Thank you, Coach Hobman, for all the guiding that you do to me inside and outside of basketball, all the encouraging. Thank you, Coach Tony, for pulling me aside during practice when I get a little heated.
Thanks, coaches. Thanks, Coach Schimmel, for taking me under your wing ever since I showed up to open the gym when I was an 8th grader. And always helping me on the court, always never letting me forget how to have fun out there. Thanks, Coach Hobb, for taking me under your wing even when I was in like 7th grade at basketball camp. I'll never forget you taking me to the side, talking to me, and you never stopped doing that. Thank you to Coach Tone for giving me all this good advice that I take with me every time I step on the court.
I want to say thank you to each of the coaches individually, Coach Hobb, Coach Tone, Coach Schimmel, for bringing something unique to each practice. Your perspectives are all appreciated, and I appreciate the passion that you bring to this sport, to these kids.
I'd like to thank all our coaches for all the work they've done for us. I'd like to thank Coach Ty especially. He has been like a father figure to us all, doing a lot of good things for us. Not just caring about us as basketball players, but also as men and as Christians. I'd like to also thank Coach Hobman, who's been very caring for all of us and really helped us in a lot of areas as well. And I'd like to thank Coach Tone. He's worked with me many times on my shot and other things like that. And so that's really been beneficial for me as well.
Coach Tony, especially, for staying after practice, getting up shots with us. Everybody doesn't realize that he's got a life to live, and he voluntarily stays afterwards and will work with us on his own time. Special thanks to Coach Hobman for acting like our father figure to us. He's really good at what he does. Special thanks to Coach Schimmel for the endless hours of preparation and practice that he puts in with us. He always pushes us every day in practice.
I'd like to thank all the coaches for all the hard work they've put in this year. Start by thanking Coach Ty for all the dedication and time, all the film he's watched to prepare us for our games. I'd like to thank Coach Hobb for being like a father to all of us, so kind. I'd like to thank Tone for all his dedication to us.
I want to thank Coach Tone Kelsby for all the time that you spend after practice with us, getting shots up,
and practicing on our skill. Also, I want to thank Coach Hobman for the time that you spend in practice, pulling us aside and encouraging us to continue what we're doing. Special thanks to Coach Schimmel for all the hours you put in preparing film and game planning for that team ahead. Also, I want to thank you for all the energy that you bring to practice.
I'd like to thank Coach Schimmel for the countless hours that he spends with us and all the work that is dedicated to this and make this for this program. I'd like to thank Coach Hobman and Coach Tone for all the stuff they do behind the scenes. I know a lot of it goes unnoticed, but I'd just like to say thank you for that.
First, I want to thank Coach Kelsbeek for everything that he's brought to this program and brought to the coaching level, especially when it takes getting shots up after practice. And he'll be always be there for you, volunteer if you need someone to work on or if you need help. I guess I want to say thank you to Coach Hobman for being that father figure and for pulling you aside when you might be having a rough practice or day, for taking the time to pull you aside and explain to you what you did wrong and how you can fix it. Next, I want to say thank you to Coach Schimmel for everything that he's done. Many nights that he's been having that you've separated away from your family to come and spend with us. I think it's overlooked a lot, and that's something that we don't take for granted, and I at least don't take for granted. Putting in the countless hours of preparation for games and for practices, for something that you do so willingly, that goes a long way, and I just want to say thank you.
I'd like to thank Coach Schimmel for the hours and hours he spends with us, not only teaches us about basketball, but especially the devotions he leads us in and teaches how to be better Christian young men as our walk in life. I'd like to thank all the assistant coaches, Tone, Audie, Coach Pasteur, and Coach Hav. We know that a lot goes on behind the scenes, so thank you for all you do. Thank you, Lindsay.
I'd also like to thank Lindsay Schimmel, Tyler's wife.
Coach's wife, Lindsay.
I also want to thank Coach Schimmel's wife, Lindsay.
I want to thank Coach's wife, Lindsay.
And lastly, I want to thank Lindsay, Coach Schimmel's wife. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks Coach Schimmel's wife especially.
Coach's wife, Lindsay.
Special thanks to Lindsay, Coach Schimmel's wife.
And a special thanks to Lindsay for renting out her husband and letting us have him for many, many hours and months out of the year. It does not go unappreciated, even though it's a lot behind the scenes work. We'd like her to know that we appreciate that very much.
Chargers 2019, let's get grinding.